Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today, I want to talk about an oldie but a goodie. Not that old, kind of a second-gen gun, the Suros Hawksaw. Actually, the Crucible Hawksaw. So, what I like to do in these videos is talk about a gun, get into the details, look at its stats, look at my perks. We'll talk about it in PvE, we'll talk about it in PvP. I'll let you know if I still think it's a fun gun, because we've gone over this one before. So if that sounds like a good idea, let's do it. Now, I usually do these on my Twitch channel, so if you ever wanted to come by, link is in the description. You can be in the video live. We got some people hanging out in Twitch, but let's talk about the Hawksaw. So, the Hawksaw reads, a northwesterly wind is blowing. I'm sure there's a reference there. I didn't look it up, so I'm an idiot. But we got the Hawksaw. It's a high rate of fire, low impact pulse rifle. It is the year 2 Crucible pulse rifle. You can still get these out of Ingrams, and I believe there's maybe one or two, maybe a Crucible package will drop it. There's probably a couple other ways I don't know about. Maybe when Age of Triumph comes out, you'll be able to get one a little bit easier. But Hawksaw was one of the dominant PvP pulse rifles during the Taken King, and it's still pretty dominant. I still see it showing up on the trials reports a good bit. So let's go over my version. It is pretty good. It's got the SLO-12, SBO-28, and the SRO-37. I like the 28 scope for all of my Suros weapons. So this is the one I've been using. It's got high caliber rounds, rangefinder, and hand-laid stock. It does have single point sling if I so choose. An oiled frame. I don't like the reduction in range with oiled frame, so I'll leave it on high caliber rounds. So honestly, this is one of on paper, it looks like an amazing gun. So I really do like this gun, and I've always wanted to be better with it than I am. So we'll see in a minute, but so I got this one out of an Ingram from the Cryptarch. I was over there. Every time I get maxed out on marks right now, I just go to the Cryptarch and I buy an Ingram. So I bought this one and it dropped. I was like, oh, finally another Hawksaw that looks very viable. So let's talk PvE and PvP performance. PvE, I actually really like this gun, and I have always really liked this gun because it's a pulse rifle. It's got the right tempo, the right rate of fire, and it honestly fits me pretty good in PvE. It's got a big enough mag. Mine has the good enough talents, not amazing PvE talents. It's got good PvP talents, but good PvP talents still translate pretty well to PvE. So I like using this one in PvE. It's not its main purpose, but it's a good solid gun for PvE. It'll get the job done. I don't really know how much I'm actually ever going to use it in PvE, especially with all the options we have now and all the options coming. But in PvE, it's very capable, and I have used it, and I have thought it was good. Now, PvP. Let's talk about PvP with the Hawksaw. Now, I've been running PvP for a long time. I've been running PvP, of course I have, but I've been running the Hawksaw in PvP for a good long time. Not as my main, but kind of I bounce to it every once in a while. And it'll be a gun that I like, it'll be a gun that I use, and it'll be a gun that I see everybody else using. I'm like, I should be good with that. I should use it, I should be good with it. Well, never quite had the right role. The vendor version from the Taken King I didn't like. I had another version that I didn't like, and then I sort of held on to it till I got this one. And I use this one in PvP, and I think this one is the one that has struck me the best. The range and the stability really, to me, make this one of my favorites. I know high caliber rounds are not as good as they used to be on pulse rifles, and this archetype may have taken a little bit of a hit recently, but it's still top tier. And honestly, if the top players in PvP are using it, it's still top of the meta. So I like it. It's good. It's got the range with the perks I've got. It's got the right tempo for PvP for me. When it works out in PvE, it also works out in PvP as far as the tempo and how it fires and stuff. So I like the high rate of fire pulse rifles. I don't like the super high ones like the Grasp of Malak. I just can't. It doesn't fit me. This one just seems to fit. This one, the PDX-45, seem to fit the way I want to pull the trigger. So I like it. The rangefinder helps with the range. Hand-laid stock makes it a laser beam at long distances. I was noticing I was getting kills at the right range. I was enjoying it. I was having fun. So this is going to be the version that I keep. I really do like it. So in PvP, I'm going to give it an A. It's not going to be my go-to all the time because I have to mix it up every time I play PvP. I just like using different guns. But this is a good workhorse. It's going to be a solid performer. So what do you think about the Hawksaw? Do you still have one? Are you still using it? Did you dismantle yours in preparation for Age of Triumph? And are you still PvPing at all? So let me know in the comments. And if you want me to look at a different gun, let me know. I get a lot of inspiration and perspiration from the comments. I'm just kidding. I love you. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy this. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, I'm Death from Above. I will see you later. Yeah, bye. Pretty sweet shot right there.